Hey, everybody. So I probably ought to give you guys fair warning. There is a heck of a thunderstorm going on outside. So I may or may not remain on this show as time goes on. Oh, good. I was like, and music doesn't want to start. You know, things. So we'll see what we can do here on the staying here thing. You know. I'm letting cool air blast through here. There we go. Also, looks like Can's ISP has decided to explode. So he won't be here either. See? So that's a thing that really happened. So anyway, moving right along to what we're doing our work on here. Try to get this work done. All right. Okay, you know what, hip hop, you're repeating. Do something else. This was your plan? Get her? Hey, cat. I'm trying to find music now that isn't boom, 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 which is what all those pieces were. They were all the same beat. The whole idea is that beat's burning into my brain, searing into my soul. Yes, it's a little bit better. So, like I said, we're kind of under siege over here by thunder boomers. So, questionable as to whether we'll stay online tonight or not. We'll see. We'll see how long this lasts. So yeah, I don't know if you heard the beginning there, but I guess Can's entire ISP just kind of like went down. So like he has no internets at all. So he's not going to be joining us today. It sure is raining though. Boy, we are really getting it. Hmm. Okay. So I'm trying to sort things through here. Oh, interesting. So, how are you doing out there? Everybody still like hanging out and doing things? Right. Oh, storyboarding for an animation. That's cool. I'm into this plan. It involves animation and storyboarding. Both the things are both are things I like. I even like to do them. It really is just like being nasty out there. I wonder if I make this brush. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that I need a break too because I'm just sitting here staring at this going, well, I got to keep going. I'm like, well, you know, and I just keep staring at it and staring at it and staring at it. So maybe I need to work on that other piece that I was working on. I'm an idiot breaking on, dude. What's my problem? I'm just running slow all over the place today. I have a remarkably weird angle. I'm looking at examples here on the internet about flying hair. My little thingy over here says rain to stop, and it's getting worse out there. And I'm like, that's not rain to stop, people. Just saying. Hoping somebody will talk about this. Just looking through, and because this is a strange angle that I'm at, and I'm trying really hard here to figure out way to make this work so that it goes backwards and not weird. And it's weird right now. I don't want it to be weird. Don't make this weird, people. Oh, One Punch Man. That's good. Hairstyles by One Punch Man. Draw a bald head. It's kind of close. Still a whole lot of flickery doodah out there. That was a ground strike. Right? I'm not 100% sure. There's some stuff out there. There's stuff going on out there, man. There's stuff going on. Just not seeing what I'm looking for here. Mm, I think it's really cheap of YouTube to put images out on the internet of YouTube videos because you're like, I'm on stream. I can't play somebody else's YouTube video. Help me with this thing. Oh, look, it's an image thing. And you click it and it goes, click this video to play the video. And you're like, you can't do that. I find that cheap. I don't think that's going to help you any. Well, I don't know. Maybe it will. Who am I to judge, right? Should have done this to begin with. Click in animate which writing broom, because that will give me pretty much exactly what's going on here. Ken is waxing the modem and waxing nostalgic at the same time. I'm just saying that because it was funny. Not because that's actually what's happening. I just wanted an excuse to say waxing nostalgic. Because nobody has done the same angle I'm working on. It's strange that flying straight at us is not something that somebody has done, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, that's kind of close. Looks like you've reached the end, it says. Well, if you can't find an example to work on, the next step is to just think it out. You probably point to your chin. Hmm. That was a big flash. I'm truly amazed at the amount of energy that's in this particular store. Boom, boom. Yeah. I'm relatively happy with most of the parts of this, except for both of their arms, which need to be worked on, which is fine. We can go back and I'll redline my own work, um, which is typically what I'll do, so that I can make sure I've got all the pieces correct. Um, but first, I don't have any water up here because kind of came over here. I was caught kind of doing all kinds of like I was trying to maintain my I had an old dying hard drive which I left in here to see if it would be okay, and it is okay, but I spent way too much time messing with the hard drive, and then it came up on Showtime, and I don't have anybody but me here. So for the moment, enjoy the music. I'll be right back. Enjoy the light show. I'll be right back. Just need water and stuff. Well, sort of. There's a bad storm going on, and I'm making sure that the hatches are battened down. And so, and I got candy. Hi, Patsy. How you doing? Ooh. That was a pretty good one. A lot of thunder booming going on. But I was saying that we should probably be prepared that there may or may not, power may go out. Who knows? So, anything could happen. I'm doing okay. All of a sudden, this last little bit of the storm is like super close. Really close. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Patsy's saying the lights are on, but nobody's home. Might be the lights are off, but everybody's home. Have to see how things go. Yeah. Uh-oh. Incoming. Getting pretty thunder boomy here in the old Mile High City. Temperature's dropping fast, though. That's good. It was hot today. We're now below 20 degrees Celsius, which is nice. Another one. Pretty thundery and boomery. Good night. See you on the flip side. better. It's interesting how moving one line just a little bit improves the picture so much. Really. Got to be less sketchy whenever I'm working in vector. Because, boy, I am spending a lot of time killing sketchy lines. This is like one stupid thing, too. And it's getting more intense. Here comes the rain. Yeah, see, this is. Some nights like this where I think about early man and the differences between us and them, and how we kind of were like, well, you know, they didn't know how to handle this, of course, because it was terrifying to them. And we're like mildly inconvenienced. Kind of observing that, huh? Kind of weird. You want door? There. George is like, it's water from the sky. This must be a sign. It's my God. And there you go. Because in the end, George is just weird. He'll never not be weird. Always gonna be weird. It's magic. It's like manna from heaven. The funny part is that sometimes he'll get between the screen door and the glass door, but I think he noped out of that one. I think he's realizing how unpleasant the storm is. He's like, like, maybe I don't want to mess with that. All right. Ooh, that one's close. Or rumbly, anyway. And that makes her arms and elbows just about right. Looking at least a lot better. We're getting in here a lot deeper into this particular drawing, clicking in everything and cleaning up all of it. It's always kind of nice. All right, rain's starting to let off, so I'm going to open up the door a little bit more again. It is still raining, but not raining dramatically, as it were. No, it's less dramatically. There's no water entering in the door, so I'm good for the moment. It's 17 degrees Celsius out there, and the temperature has dropped 5 degrees just in this show alone. So I'm actually rather enjoying this. It is lovely outside, despite the explosion of light and evil that's going on out there. And tomorrow is Strange New Worlds. Gosh, I love Strange New Worlds. And I worked today, which means I do not have to work I had a good class today too. Even our class today were a bunch of lovely children. And I'm actually not even being sarcastic. They actually were. They were attentive. They asked questions, and the worst that I had was 3 giggly girls in a little squadron in the middle of the room. And that was it. Like, that's the worst I had. And 3 giggly girls is really not an issue. It's not an issue. I had some solid participation from the kids. Lots of good questions. And every time I offered a question to the room, I got about 4 hands that raised. So, like, some good, solid reply. Just good kids. They were good kids. It is kind of always a little bit of a skeet shoot when it comes to that particular center, because sometimes you get the rough kids, and sometimes you don't. I'm not fond of dealing with the rough kids because the way of my teaching style is to assume we are all adults unless otherwise noted. Everybody's an adult but me. I'm the only one in the room that's not an adult. Just saying. And so the teaching style holds well, keeping the kiddos in line because the kids are expected to be more adult than the teacher, which works well. It serves me well. You can lurk. You can lurk if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. I don't know what you're doing with your friends behind, man. I'm just gonna say that here. I mean, really, just gotta leave that alone, man. This is such a mess. What the heck is going on in this line? You know what? All of you guys just go away. We're gonna start all over. Actually, not. We're gonna probably just steal some points from here. Okay. Hey there, Mashing. How are you doing? We're in the middle of a phenomenally interesting thunderstorm here. Alfie. Hi, Alfie. Bye, Alfie. Good to see you for the minute or two you were here. Oh, gotcha. Always a plus. Good on you for doing that. Ugh. I have a real issue going on here, guys. Trying desperately to not make a zillion lines, and I end up making a zillion lines. All right, there. Yeah, all of this is just junk. I don't even know why it's in here. It's just junk. Ugh. Oh yeah. Is he watching the thread right now, or is he watching the stream, this live stream? Because this is all digital. Also, I'm in the Denver metro area, and Denver is right now apparently under World War III of the heavens out there. So forgive me and be aware that the stream could terminate at any moment. Because, of course, it is thundering and lightning and being just a general. That's fine. Glad to see you. Glad to have you on the thread, on this stream, I guess. What is this with all these extra lines? Who are you people? I didn't even know you. Yeah. Got all these extra lines everywhere. I don't need these extra lines. That I need. But I want to redraw it. I need this line. I don't need that line or this line. In fact, I don't really need any of those lines out there. This is going to be where her shirt comes up and around like so. She's flying, so I can make, you want to make parts of her clothing move a little bit too, because it gives the effect that things are just being affected by this. Then again, she is wearing at least light leather, so I want to also do that. So it can ride up a little, but it can't ride up a lot. Hey, Cat the Lurker, is there a way to make the vector not generate so many control points? So this is my D&D character, oddly, and one of the other characters in the game. And my D&D character, as you can see, is a tiefling. And we had this moment because she somewhere along the line we raided this place full of magical items, and so she got a broom, which was particularly funny because she's green. She's a green tiefling because I read that tieflings can come in any color before I read that most tieflings were red. So I just made her green, and the DM was like, "We'll make it work. Don't change it." Because I was like, "Oh, I'll just change it." No, 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 we'll make it work. Okay. So I left her as a green tiefling, and now we're in a subplot where we find out why she's a green tiefling now. So he had it in his head how to fix this. But we had this awesome scene where the halfling got onto the broom with her, and she wrapped her tail around the tiefling. So the tiefling leans out, like just starts with her short bow and starts firing. And I was like, that's such a cool image. So now I've got to draw it. So I had usually am working on a comic, and I've been working on this comic for a while, and has nothing to do with this picture at all. But I kind of burned out a little bit, not burned out, but I'm kind of run down a little bit. So um, it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, well, so we're taking a little bit of a break. But my comic, these are all the comics of all the people who are usually on this stream. Cat is actually here, but they're right now doing work, so they're lurking. But you can see Cat's there. Yep, there's Cat. And so, yep, makes God's Bane over there. I'm the one that makes Bellatrix Rising on the left side in red. Kayan usually is here working on Armageddon Divinity, but his router just died in this storm. So not his router, but his ISP. The entire ISP just killed itself. Pepper is here in the day, and Raph is here periodically. So that's the kind of the crew that makes up this Quasar Art Collective that we've got here, which is just a Denver group that gets together and does comics. I've been working on my comic, and we're still on layout stage for episode 2 or issue 2 and issue 3. So this is issue 2 here, and this is issue 3, and I'm still working on the layouts. So Kat, who's Art Crumbs up there, is rolling out on their work right now, which is animation. What are you working on? Mashing? Awesome. You know what? I'm okay with that. We're both working on D&D stuff. That kicks butt. So I think you came in on Kayan's channel. If you go search for GS Davis Art on Twitch, you can join my channel, and I'll follow you back if you want. Since Kayan's not here because his ISP has decided to explode. Although, I mean, I'm just going to say, I don't know. Abraham Lincoln, in the end, kind of didn't dodge when he should have dodged. I'm just kind of, floating that out there. Oh, hey, I can do this. Cat's like, really? You went there? I'm like, hey, no. No, I don't actually believe that anybody's work is bad as long as you're doing the work. You know what I mean? As long as it's getting done, getting the job done. Trying to learn animation. I follow that. That's, I think, what Cat's over there doing too. I'm just enjoying some of the great tools that are in Clip Studio Paint. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Cat. We're streaming. I've got a restreamer. So what we're doing is we are simultaneously streaming over on Can's side and on mine. But I don't have control of Can's Twitch. So all I can do is stream to it. So since Can's not here to grab onto your stream, we can't really do that, which is a bummer, but that's all right. Oh, that's a good point. It's interesting because I can see the link just fine here. How do I get it to you if it's over there? That's a good question. You should be able to just in the Twitch search bar type in GS Davis Art. Maybe? I don't know. That's all right. Maybe you'll get around to it at some point. You don't have to get around to it today. Except that I'm totally ADD, and so I will forget after the stream is over that I wanted to follow you, and so it will happen. I'll follow you at some point. Show up again, it's all good. I'm good at that. Other executive functions, maybe not, but definitely that one I can do. Oh yeah, you would do that to me. Oh, because Nightbot. I wonder if I can post. Where did you put it directly, Kat? Wah, ha, 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 ha. Well, that's Cans, though. I think their mashing is already over on Can's side. You want GS Davis Art. There we go. Sometimes I feel like oh, yeah. That makes sense. I didn't think about that. I could have just popped over to Can's stream. There we go. Now I'm looking at me over through Can's eyes. Oh, look at all the things he's doing over here. Why don't I have all those thingies? He's got all this stuff. Comics, chatty, digital art, chatting, art in real life, English. Oh, I've got just English. How do I add stuff to this? Oh, add tags. Okay. me doing that. I'm doing cool things. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there we go. Much better. All right, we got it. Storyboarding, rest in peace. Are you done with storyboarding now? There you are. See, now I can follow you back. Work. Although you're offline. I don't get it. Oh, I can time you out. I can ban you. Why would I do any of that? Oh, I can mod you too. That's wild. Wasn't it just some weird controls? Alfie's back. Hi, Alfie. See you later, Alfie. Love to you, Alfie. Have a good day. Why am I getting all these free trials for gaming loot? I don't want gaming loot. I don't even need gaming loot. Oh. Well, that's the thing. All right. Back to my restreamer. All right, back to work, slave. All righty. I added over on my restream. I edited some of the panels here. Well, I've got my Instagram. What, is my Instagram working? I don't see any pictures. So I just now realized that part of the reason that nobody knows anything about my stream is because I haven't added all of the things to it. Like the stream only says English. So as a tag, you're not finding my stream, which is why everybody's coming in over on Kane's side and not mine. Oh, I can report my own live stream. Something tells me that's a bad idea. It even says you're offline, Cat. I guess we are all ghosty or something. Does that mean we're ghosty? Is that what's going on? Also, I edited it and added a whole bunch of more tags. Maybe I should add IRL. right? Getting banned because you reported yourself. That would be my luck. This is how things go down in my world. This is how things happen. All right. I think I'd do that too. Accidentally knock myself out of that situation and go, well, you've only yourself to blame. I'd either report myself and then go, well, you've only yourself to blame, or I'd go make myself a ghost, and so I'd never find myself. I don't know. These all sound like things that I would most certainly do. To simplify. And YouTube. I like simplifying the line because then it straightens it out a little bit more. I mean, it's like it's not as quite as wobbly. All right. The weirdest D&D character we have in the party. Right now, I think Ivy is probably our weirdest character. That's her, the tiefling, my tiefling, because she's from the Underdark, and so but she's like she's on vacation to the regular normal world, so she's having fun, kind of hanging out with her buddies now, but really she's kind of from the Underdark. So there's that. We do have a drunkard elf who has a very bad relationship with his daughter. The daughter tried to kill us, so there's that going on, and that was a thing for a while. Let's see, who else do we have? We've got our thief. She's the one that's out there. Oh my gosh, it's a murder hobo. We do have, though, in our party, we do have two bards, which that's asking for trouble right there because they're always competing. We also have an inordinate amount of crossplay going on in this particular party, which is kind of funny. I have always crossplayed, but my wife is also crossplaying. She's the drunk elf. And there we go. That's what I want. Bring this all down. There. By accident. I'm just going to accidentally commit tax fraud. You all understand, right? I'm just saying. I dig your party. Your party sounds like fun. Yeah, our group is pretty uh old and experienced. So what happens is we start to get kind of bored. I'd gotten into this rut. I was always playing characters that were stoic, and finally I got fed up with it, and I was like, I've never played a bard before. I'm going to play a bard. And I was like, I'm going to make all kinds of wild stuff on this bard. And it turns out she's one of my favorite characters I've ever played. I just love playing this character. The disease god. Maxed out my poison skills. I dig it. That's cool. The best thing about D&D is when we're all D&Ders and we all play the game, we can tell these bizarre war stories because you just never expected to end up where you were ending up, and there you were, you know. And like we all like understand each other. We've all been down this road. You didn't connect anything. Goofy thing. In fact, I think you made this even worse. I'm like, what's Clip Studio going off on now? It's a wild little tangent of doom. They made a 5th ed version of Barrier Peaks, which was the old D&D module from AD&D. And it was the one that I really enjoyed. It was like my favorite module when I was a kid, because I didn't start out on D&D. I started out on Star Frontiers, which was TSR's space role-playing system. It was roughly the same as D&D, but not really. It had a completely different setup and everything like that. 744 giant. Right? That's what we've got with her. She wears like this birthday cake pink dress, but her stealth, she's got a +9 on her stealth now. It's +10 on her stealth now. And so, as long as I roll anything in the upper register on the die, we're good. She just vanishes, and somehow you miss the green tiefling in a birthday cake of a dress. It's kind of funny. I should probably also work on my Dark Ivy version of her too. This is what she normally looks like. Not in anime mode. She likes to sing songs about butts. Mostly because it makes Jeffrey cringe. But yeah, she's a green tiefling. It is remarkably wet in here. But yeah, she wears this birthday cake of a pink dress, and her hair is blue. So, and she dyes it, so that's why her hair is blue. All right. We have about 10 minutes left in our stream tonight. So, Mashing, are you playing the rogue? Or is that just your party's rogue? Asking just for clarification. You played the ranger. Really? I swear, I don't think I can not sketch even when I'm inking. Alrighty. Stop. All right. We're moving along quite nicely now. The other side needs to be balanced out, though. Now that you've messed up that side of the face, guy, you've got to go mess up the other side of the face. That's important. I didn't mess up the face. There we go. It's so sketchy down here. I mean, if you can get that going, then there's really nothing wrong, right? We have a cleric that does that too. She's so into her church that she's broke all the time because she tithes everything. She was, for a while there, involved in a relationship with the Moon Princess. Then that went all sideways at one point in time, and then the Moon Princess died, and then they got resurrected, and then she went after the Moon. I don't know. We're still following that thread. We're still kind of stuck in the Underdark because of that. Issues. We have issues. thing I love about D&D is the interactive storytelling aspect. So much of this, right? Right? It's weird, isn't it? It's like you'd think that that'd be so difficult or something, but then you're like, no, actually, I really dig this. There we go. All right, folks, this is starting to look like a real picture. We're going to have to go over there and fix Kithri next. Kithri has nothing but like the basic armor on her, and I know she's wearing at least a cloak. So that could help us a lot with the weird arms, which are weird. Ivy's not wearing a cloak. Technically speaking, she isn't even wearing her normal armor. This was part of the story where they were woken up in the middle of the night. So really, she's not technically wearing her armor, but when I talked to the player who plays Kithri, the player said, hey, let's draw them in their normal outfits instead of in their night clothes, because that's weird. I was like, yeah, that seems fine. Make sure both of these are saved. They are. Okay, save this guy too. Yeah. That's probably true. If you don't do some kind of modification to it, I agree. I concur. I think you're right. But I mean, again, I started playing role-playing games in the 80s. So, and my party that I'm with, we started role-playing together as a team in the 90s. So, we've been playing as a group for over 20 years. So, what's happening in our group now is we have this evolution now where it was fun to when we were young and in our 20s, it was fun to play just murder hobos. You go into the dungeon, you kill everything you find, yada 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 yada. But now, as we're getting older, there's a lot more that we're looking into the story and into character development and making interesting and different. Right? But I mean, I feel like that's a thing. I mean, but role playing is so much fun, and it's so good to be with my friends, sitting around the table. You've got your little bowl of candy in the middle there, and potato chips everywhere. And yeah, I mean, nowadays we kind of have like beer and stuff like that instead of soda because we've kind of evolved. But it's still the same. I mean, like it's the same thing, and it's kind of nice. It's a nice touchstone. So, which is cool. Storm is not letting up. Like This storm is just not letting up. Although it has dropped to 16 degrees Celsius, which is nice. It's a nice, cool night out there. I thought this storm had let up. I guess I'm wrong. Let's take it along. Wow. Bringing up the map here, let's take a look at where we are here. It's the map of Colorado. I'll put the satellite on here. Wow. Yeah, that's a big, ugly storm, isn't it? Good night, Mashing. Thank you for joining me. It's midnight, so we're about to roll out as well. Mashing, we are here. Oh, before you go, here's our timings, or when we're usually broadcasting. During the summer, I work as a driving instructor, so sometimes this works and sometimes this doesn't, but you can always join us if you want to and hang out here. We're accountability stream is normally what we do, which is keeping all of us doing our jobs so we don't get spacey and weird. But in the meantime, go on ahead and finish that bird animation, go to sleep. Kat, you're out there on the 2 a.m. side too, so we're going to give you a break as well. I'm going to go to bed and probably just listen to this hideously large storm be hideous and large. It's interesting how much of this is a front right here. Those of you guys not familiar with the Denver Metro, we have a mountain range right here, and it does this amazing thing that you're seeing right here, which is stopping storms. So the storm can't pass the mountain range, which is kind of cool. Yeah, summer's here for me, and my broadcasting schedule gets a little shaky on the same reason. Because of course, as a driving instructor, I tend to teach classes and how to drive during the summer. Everybody wants to go get their license and stuff. So, but that's all right. It's good to have you here with us. All right. Well, I'm heading out of here. I'm going to go to bed and hopefully sleep. But I don't know. I'm going to push this closed. So, thank you for joining me, Mashing. Thank you for joining me, Art, out there, Kat. And I think that's pretty much what we've had so far. We had lots of stuff with just YouTube, which is fine. We had Alfie for a little bit and Patsy for a little bit. Either way, I'll see you all in the morning. And as always, keep your eyes on the stars. Goodbye.